Happy Valentine's, Nail Geeks. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. I am dipping my toes back into the channel with this month's Fandom Flakies box. We have the theme Pokemon. The pre-order is currently going on right now. I'm so hyped for this. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. So we have some beautiful colors to check out, a quickie Waterslide decal tutorial, and a sniff test, a brief one, with this month's scent. So let's dive right in. Bee's Knees Lacquer's Spilled the Sinistea is a white-based polish with purple shimmer and blue and aqua metallic flakes. This is a creamy type of crelly. It builds up really well at 2 coats. On natural nails, I can see many of you preferring to stop there if you want that softer type of appearance. But if you want that more cream-like, somewhat more stark type of white finish, then go up to that 3rd coat. It self-levels beautifully and has a perfect not too thick, not too thin formula. Now, because this is what I would classify as a milky type of finish, I don't recommend toppering it. I can't see it working well over many colors, maybe outside of white, but it builds to a true opacity. So why would you do that? No texture or anything to report from this. Night Owl Lacquer's How Long Has It Been Asleep is a mossy green crelly filled with glowy micro flaky shimmer and iridescent flakes that shift blue, green, and indigo. This is a swampy type of green. It is a true jelly. I think if you have a prominent free edge or falsies that have a very prominent free edge to them, I think you'll see the tiniest bit of a smile line as you build it up, especially in brighter lighting situations. I think my full hand shot on my falsies gives you a good idea of that. You can kind of see through the free edge a little bit there. So I'm going to suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat. It's quite plumping, so just be mindful of that on your coats. It does topper pretty well over black. I can see this toppering really well over matchy match and other earthy type of colors too, and no texture to report here either. Ribbits and Stickits Raging Flames is our 3rd optional polish for this month. It is a red glitter base with red reflective glitter, gold reflective glitter, and green to yellow to orange shifting micro flakes. Over the many months I've worked on Fandom Flakies, especially doing Ribbits and Stickits newer, I should say, contributions to the box, I have to say I have come to very much appreciate this brand's reflective glitter finishes. They're true glitter bombs, easy peasy build up there. I would suggest stopping at 2 normal coats. This one is quite plumping and it does have a bit of a stronger density to it. So to prevent any over buildup, too much polish on the nails, stop at those 2 coats. It toppers okay over black. It's pretty opaque in terms of the coverage of glitters. So if you wanted to dry brush it over a base color, I could see that working. You'll definitely need a glitter smoothing top coat and glossy top coat to get rid of that texture. And Ribbits and Stickits Waterslide decals this month is literally my #1 favorite Waterslide decals I think I have seen. And I have worked on the Fandom Flakies box for a hot minute over the years. This is adorable. They are brightly colored and I wanted to just create something super simple given that the decals this month are so colorful. I especially like the one that you can pick your Pokemon on the Pokemon sheet here. I almost feel like it's worth it to get a couple of sheets of these, especially if you're learning Waterslide decals, because there's one of each of those Pokemon on there. But anyways, I chose to do a stark white cream. I just did a 1 coater on my falsies. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. I thought about doing like a red to white gradient, but I don't know. I didn't want to detract from the adorable images on these sheets. This month's decals are on I don't know. I want to say I felt like the paper was almost different. These felt like a high gloss type of paper and they got pretty dry down once I pulled them off of the paper. So I chose to just use my tweezers to have careful placement on the nail. And you can see here, it worked really well, very user-friendly without using the clear jelly stamper that I normally do. Now, as a pro tip here, I've said it before, but I think it's worth mentioning again. When you are top coating your Waterslide decal artwork, make sure you do 2 coats of your glossy top coat of choice or top coat of choice, whatever, or a glitter smoother and glossy top coat together as you want to iron out your seams for your images, if that makes sense. And then this month's theme scent is Never Stop Singing. This is inspired by Jigglypuff. It is strawberries, raspberry jam, red apples, creamy vanilla, and sugary marshmallows. This is such a fun scent. I'm a big gourmand scent lover. And if you like sweet type of scents, very appropriate for Valentine's month. This one's definitely going to be for you too. To my nose, it is very much a berry and fluffy type of scent. It's a super like red, fruity type of smell. And I've got that vanilla and the marshmallow on the undertones here. It is what I would say is it's like a candy type of fruity. So not like fresh fruit, it's candy fruit, if that makes sense. Like think taffies, those types of things. So it is juicy. It is quite strong. I have it on my hands right now as I'm voicing over, and my hands are resting on my keyboard, and I can smell it pretty prominent. So those of you who are sensitive to smells, I would say this one is a pretty decent medium type of throw for that. Excellent lightweight type of formula on the lotion here. I know a lot of you have heard my thoughts on this lotion. It's fantastic. Definitely worth a try, especially if you like sweeter scents for this month's theme. The box is currently up for pre-order. It is $22 plus shipping. And that includes the BKL and Night Owl lacquer polishes. Of course, you can always add on the Ribbits and Stick-Its goodies, including the polish. The 3 polish box is $33 plus shipping. So lots of different ways you can order your box and customize it, especially with the scented goodies and the Waterslide decal sheets. And there is also a subscription that you can do if you want to just grab your boxes and all that good stuff and not have to worry about missing a box throughout the year. The pre-order ends February 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to link you all below to Fandom Flakies' site in the description box if you want to immediately head on over there and grab your box. You gotta catch them all. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.